Aliens is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, released by Disney. It can be found as a slipcover edition, available at your local and online retailers. Now, I've always been a big fan of Aliens, and it's one of those sequels that doesn't try to copy the first movie, which itself is an iconic film. Just like the case with The Abyss, the special edition really opens up the narrative and is the preferred way to watch the film. I honestly go back to this one at least once a year. This goes down as one of the best ever sequels, at least in my opinion. This is an easy film to recommend. Aliens on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray contains both the theatrical and special edition cuts of the film. It also has an aspect ratio of 1:8:5:1, native 4K resolution, and supports both HDR10 and Dolby Vision. For purposes of this review, I will be discussing the Dolby Vision encode. It's been a wild ride of sorts reviewing the 3 James Cameron 4K titles this week, with The Abyss scoring pretty high overall and True Lies about mid-tier in regards to transfers. I went into Aliens with a slight bit of trepidation. First, the source. Imperfections were kept to a minimum with no noticeable specks or dirt seen. The condition looked pretty good to me. I have to admit, it was a little surprising to see the image clarity once the main title subsided. Minimal grain structure is actively in Cameron's bag of tricks with these releases, so the hardcore purists out there will no doubt be probably more than disgruntled. There is also, of course, the tendency for these films to look a little more processed now, a bit of a Frankenstein's monster of film and digital. You, of course, may be more sensitive when seeing the results for yourself, so it's a bit of a your mileage may vary kind of situation. What Aliens does, however, better than True Lies is that it doesn't give its actors a constant waxy-like appearance for most of the film. But I will say that there is something still a little off. There are brief glimpses here and there, Ripley in one notable example in this shot, but for the most part it wasn't as obvious. Believe me, I was actively looking for this rare condition that afflicts revisionist directors so much. I even feel The Abyss had a few more instances of this than Aliens, but to my eyes, Aliens was mostly Madame Tussauds free, giving general detail a much needed boost. Except Burke. Paul Reiser has always looked pasty in any version of the film. Going back to textures, the many close-ups of Ripley, Hicks, Newt, and the other Marines often reveal sweaty faces, cuts, and variety of facial features. Mid-level shots also have appreciable results, which show added depth. Much like The Abyss and True Lies, Dolby Vision has a minimal showing and enhancement for the palette here. Its presence is neither a benefit or a detriment to the color space, and if anything, it serves as a very subtle refinement. Black levels are appropriately deep, with shadowy interiors looking spot on, offering proper concealment when needed. Aliens on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray supports a Dolby Atmos audio track, which folds down to a Dolby True HD 7.1. There is also a DTS 2.0, a Dolby Digital 4.1, a French DTS 5.1, a Spanish Dolby Digital 5.1, and finally a music-only Dolby Digital 5.1 mix. I've always believed that if it can be accomplished, audio upgrades always make an attractive selling point for older releases, and Aliens doesn't disappoint. Now, it's still best to temper your expectations, as this clearly won't match the audio designs from films made today, but it still provides an excellent Atmos experience. Action sequences have great fidelity, gunfire, especially from the Sentry turret sequence, and the resulting exploding alien barrage populate the mid-level and rears effectively. General atmospherics are also frequently employed back there to satisfying results. Height activity is mostly complementary in nature, but a few scenes offer some fun discrete audio cues. The drop ship from the Sulaco, for instance, and a few other choice moments. Dialogue reproduction is clean and easy to hear, so Hudson's "Game over, man" is wonderfully preserved. The low end is good, but I found it to be relatively modest in its overall delivery. In-film action does manage to move the needle, but as I mentioned a few moments ago, it's best to adjust expectations, at least in regards to a robust LFE. Over the years, the various physical media releases of Aliens have offered a plethora of supplemental material, and it looks like a good majority of that content has found its way here. In addition to audio commentaries found on the 4K disc itself, several hours of favorites can be found here in the third Blu-ray disc. This is easily the most comprehensive amount of extras found for the film, which are way too numerous to go over in this video. The newest offering, The Inspiration and Design of Aliens, is a 30-minute behind-the-scenes featurette and a sit-down with Cameron, with his insights and recollections of his experience making the film. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Aliens on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray a B+. For my eyes, Aliens look good for its debut on the 4K format. I would have liked grain not to be reduced as much, a common preference for the other Cameron releases, but it's surely another transfer that will no doubt elicit divisiveness. For the audio mix, I scored this one an A-. The Dolby Atmos on Aliens is an often fun and immersive listening experience. Audio cues are showcased well, and the source is clean from start to finish. I think even the most old school fan will enjoy this audio upgrade. And for the extras, I scored this an A+. Everything you could possibly want to know about Aliens is here for you to digest. While it's mostly old offerings, the new featurette is a reminder of how much Aliens content still matters to fans of the film. So that is my review of Aliens on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. If you're interested in picking up a copy for yourself, I will leave a direct Amazon link in the comments section. If you use it, it really helps out the channel. But if you have the discardy, let me know your thoughts down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.